From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. Push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now Jones. That's caught. Jack Bush with it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Jeanty on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jeanty. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Jones will sneak it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Here's a sneak with Jones. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Kappa. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Chargers.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Touchdown! Rondé Gadsden. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take. Don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just float in. I need to know.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Here's a return from the 7. And this manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
60, 60.
Jones trying again now on second and 10. Has a man on target to Thornton. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. First down from the 42. And first carry here for Ashton Genty. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Jamari Caldwell making the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun, here's Jones. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Well, we're already seeing his leg's going to be a factor in this contest, but I'll tell you what, kid, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
They send the tight end in motion. They're in long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles Big Six.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Fields this one at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Jones trying again after the pick. On him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
19, Charger, 19.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it fine like they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore, they play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Herbert from the gun. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Jency. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60, back to 60.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
That one intended for Trey Harris. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jones now on 3rd down. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. one good. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on second.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Our score, 14-0. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Set. Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Running from the pistol here with Genty. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
70,
Shotgun give here to Genty. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throws caught, and he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Herbert out of his end zone. He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. Giving 38 on that one. That's going to be good for an LA first down. Working quickly here.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Back to the air. Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
They go play fake with Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10.
Ready.
Running is, this is Wangu. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Here's Wangu. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Herbert now to throw on third. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On first down, Jones. Completed over the middle. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Jones now to throw. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders just the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Darius Davis to return it. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets this down near the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That was Keandre Lambert-Smith on the target. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Wango on the carry. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Hits his running back. On the move, past the 40. At the 20. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Genty from the gun. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Offense up to the line fast.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raider first down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down throw by Jones. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And this one doesn't go far. Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And they down this one right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. The give here, it's Longoon. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Completed to his running back. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Chargers first down.
Play action now for Herbert. This one's complete. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Herbert back to throw. Looking for his back, but he will not find it. It's incomplete. Brings up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
As the open man downfield. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it a 24-point ball game.
Raiders 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Pistol now for Jones. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
On third and long, it's Jones. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All set to go now from the 35. Jones going to throw again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Right here is the intended target there. So it's second down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Setting up the screen. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, but really just counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. They'll air it out on third. And they pick him off again! Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Here's another for it. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Chargers keep running away with this. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead.
Raiders 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And the decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. And he will get this inside the 30.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the Chargers 26.
Now Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. This is Genty, and this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs. L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be good for an L.A. first down.
First
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Going to the ground again on first. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Has some room to work. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers are running them out of the building. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again.
Chargers 52, Raiders 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be a pretty short.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders take 7 points off the deficit.
Raiders 21.
They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
Ready.
Right up the gut. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Back-to-back carries here. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers ready to pick up their 8th win of the season.
Ready.
On third down, Herbert bails out of the pocket quick. Complete beyond the marker. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch made. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Raiders 21.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they pick him off again! And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. You're going to pass it here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And it's an excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On first down, Jones. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Second and 10.
And off to Genty. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders are all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. And they pick him off again. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Back 80. Let's go.
Herbert from the gun. He's going to try another deep one here. He's got it inside the 10. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one.